me how I'm doing awesome. Yeah.
Okay, it's Friday, August 29th. It's beginning of Labor Day weekend. I'm getting kind of a late start. And it's about, what time is it? It's about 5:30 p.m. And let's go try to make some money and let's see what's next I packed today. Okay, today I got some last of the grapes, roasted salted edamame beans, which suck the moisture right out of your mouth, but they're a good protein snack when you just are hungry and need to get something in your belly. Pistachios, these are honey mustard dots pretzels, a banana, a few beef sticks, my ice pack, the ancient pumpkin seeds that I love but I never eat, a protein bar, extra electrolytes as usual, and of course, can't forget my famous digestive enzymes. Francis, I'm going. You want to say goodbye? Well, all right, I got your TV for dogs on, and we just took you out. Are you sure you don't want to say goodbye? Okay. All right, I'll see you later then. All right, I just accepted my first order. Not a great order. It's $12 and something cents for Dairy Queen, and I think it said something like 10 or 11 miles. I'm not sure, but we're doing this. I've already made a wrong turn because the Uber navigator is so delayed sometimes. So that's a pain in the ass, but doing the best we can. Come on, people. Now, they're running a red light. Not gonna stick me stuck under a red light. Anyway, I'm so full of anxiety and I need to just calm down. Sarin is just food, but it's what it represents. It's the fact that it represents money that I need.
Keep right to stay on West Blackwell Street.
So that's the anxiety portion. All right, so let's go to Dairy Queen. Oh, also, I started this evening with less than half of a tank, like just a hair under half of a tank of gas. So I'm most likely going to be needing to spend money on gas tonight, but I have that leftover gift card, which hopefully has the $25 on it. That was the same value on the first one, so crossing my fingers that I can just use that for gas tonight so I'm not depleting any earnings. Another clandestine double order brought to you by Uber Eats after I picked up the Dairy Queen, which took forever standing in line to pick that up because they were helping this large family ahead of me. And then they closed the window so that I can't even like shout through the open window that I'm here, you know, that Uber Eats is here to pick up an order. So now
Canfield Avenue.
I have an order to pick up now at a pizzeria. And not happy because it should be clear. All it said was Dairy Queen. It did not say Dairy Queen and Paisanos. And it's really pissing me off, but it is what it is and gotta make some money, but yeah. You know what has to tip me off is that when I see a higher dollar amount than like $5 or $6, I have to just assume that it's a double order when it's giving me one restaurant. So I guess that's how it is, because it said Dairy Queen, $12. So I should have put the 2 and 2 together, I guess. But it shouldn't be. It should be very clear that it's a double order, because on DoorDash, it's pretty clear that it's a double order.
Mile, turn left on West Randolph Avenue.
I mean, it doesn't smack you in the face that it's a double order, but if you look closely enough, you can see that it's a double order. On Uber Eats, not the case. You either have to accept it or not, and all it gives you is one restaurant name. So that is really, you know, sneaky bastards, excuse my language.
Turn left on West Randolph Avenue.
All right, so here we go to Paisanos. And meanwhile, this customer's ice cream is melting. So joy and rapture. Okay, I'm apparently 7 minutes from the first customer. I think it's the ice cream guy, I think. 1.8 miles. Okay, I just had to pull over after picking up the pizza at Paisano's, I had to pull over 2 seconds later because the navigator wasn't responding. It was literally, the map was literally just spinning and spinning and spinning. So I had to completely restart my phone and all right, so I need to calm down because this urgency and this anger and anxiety, it's not really anger, it's anxiety that's translating to anger, is, I think, manifesting in this bad way. So let's take a deep breath, start over. The guy's ice cream is melting, the pizza's getting cold, but let's do the best we can, okay? All right. Okay, thank God the ice cream guy was super nice and came out of his house and flagged me down because I could not find that at all.
In a quarter-mile, turn left on East McFarland Street using the left lane.
And already for the second customer with the pizza that's probably getting cold, the Uber Navigator, the software sucks because it said to make a right on East Dickerson, which I did, and then it said to make a U-turn to go back out to where I just came from. And it was apparently telling me to make a turn down the wrong street. So now I'm back on hopefully the correct route, and hopefully this person will get somewhat of a lukewarm pizza. Anyway, I gotta calm down. Luckily, Hall & Oates came on, Say It Isn't So. Love that song, fantastic song. And this person just turned in front of me like an a-hole when I had the right of way. So, oh boy. Breathe, Saren, breathe. I don't know, just having a rough time. One of those days, and I gotta let it go and breathe and pretend I'm meditating and all that good stuff. Okay, that was rough. There was no sign for this street, and it was like across a highway in a hidden entrance, Richard Hill Drive or something, and the Uber Navigator was not showing properly where to enter. So the combination of no sign for the street and the navigator not showing the proper turn, twice I had to make a U-turn on a highway, wasting precious time and gas. But thank God the customer was waiting outside of his apartment and very nice and said thank you. And all right, so now I'm gonna, I guess, head towards home and see what I can find. I guess I'll go towards the mall. I don't know. Let's see what we get. So within a couple minutes of me leaving that nice customer's area,
keep left.
I accepted a DoorDash request for a Five Guys order. It's like $1 a mile, but I'm taking it because we need the money. So here we go. Again, just trying to chill out and calm down and not doing a very good job of it because I guess I shouldn't have had that big ass coffee at 2 in the afternoon, but yeah, just not having a good day, but I want to turn it around. So okay, this person is not yielding. The navigator, Apple Maps, is actually taking me to the correct location of Five Guys. So I'm stoked about that. So far so good with Apple Maps. I just changed the settings yesterday to Apple Maps for DoorDash and Uber Eats. It's still the Uber Navigator, but I might change that too. Okay, here we are at Five Guys again, deja vu. These are my favorite French fries, by the way. Don't know if I told you guys that already. I think it's the way they fry them in the peanut oil that's just chef's kiss. I think when the driver arrives, I think that's when they actually fry the French fries. If I'm not mistaken, because this is like the second time that I've witnessed that they do the French fries. Well, that's pretty awesome because the customer then gets the freshest fries possible. I noticed her putting the Cajun seasoning, so yay. Okay, it's saying that the customer is only 5 minutes away, 1.7 miles, so that's good. Let's go deliver this Five Guys. Okay, just dropped off the Five Guys. That was pretty easy and uneventful, thank God. And now I'm heading back to the mall because I immediately accepted an order for $7.75 for one delivery, one customer from Buffalo Wild Wings, so that's good. Here we are at Buffalo Wild Wings, and they have this takeout parking only, which I love. I haven't been here inside, I want to say since my daughter was a baby, so that must have been over 12 years ago. Love me some wings, but just haven't been here. Okay, so I just delivered the Buffalo Wild Wings about 15 minutes ago, and it was very close to the mall, so that was good. And it was an easy address, pretty much. And I just pulled over on this side street where it's saying no parking, but I got my hazards on, and I just wanted to quickly call my kids and say hi. So did that, and now let's go back on the road and see what we can find. Sun's down, it's gonna get dark, and it's gonna be usually more difficult, but let's just keep on keeping on. Okay, is this a figment of my imagination? But I just got an Uber Eats order that I accepted. It was like $15 for what looks like one customer at 7-Eleven. So, and the 7-Eleven is apparently 5 minutes away, so, and the customer is also close, like I want to say less than 5 miles. So let's do this. Okay, the order was all ready to go, and I think the customer's only like 10 minutes away. This is like making up for this earlier evening troubles, so yay, thank you God. Thank you 7-Eleven. Nope, double order, so too good to be true, unfortunately. But let's do this. Should have known. We have to go to Wingstop also before we deliver the 7-Eleven, so that's 7 minutes away, 2.5 miles. Here we are at Wingstop. Okay, so Wingstop customer is 7 minutes away, 1.8 miles. Let's do this. Okay, I just pulled into this local ShopRite because it's kind of getting late, and I rejected a few very ridiculous orders for like $3 and $4. And I just got an order for crumble. It's for like $13, but I have to drive 12 miles. So you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm thinking maybe wherever I end up will be busier. So I'm just going to take a chance and let's go to Crumble. Okay, it says the customer is 15 minutes away, 12 miles. They just ordered 2 single cookies from Crumble. So there they are, 2 single cookies in the 2 tiny little boxes. How adorable. All right, that wasn't bad at all. Let's do this. Okay, so it's 9:42 and I am about 15 minutes from home right now in that restaurant fast food little strip mall with the Chipotle and the Panda Express and the Five Guys and the Starbucks. Just waiting to see if I can get some last minute orders here. And I don't feel well at all. I'm having a lot of abdominal pain, head to toe body aches and pains, and not making a whole lot of money as usual, and doing the best I can. And I'm thinking of going home soon because I just don't feel well at all. I'm very tired. And tomorrow's Saturday. I wonder if it's this slow because of the Labor Day weekend. Maybe a lot of people are away, like at the beach for one last hoorah. I don't know. But almost 10 o'clock at night. Something's got to give. You know, it's just, this cannot continue like this. Something has got to give. Just, it's been a very, very difficult day. And hopefully tomorrow will be a better day and I can get some good sleep tonight. But I can't remember the last time I had a good night's sleep. It's usually extremely difficult for me to fall asleep at night because of stress and all kinds of girly issues, and just having a hard time. My kids are with their father this weekend. It's his weekend with them, and then I get them back on Labor Day. I have them for Labor Day this year. So they'll be back on Monday morning at 10, and then they're back to school on Tuesday. So I'm just going to try to do this stuff as much as possible this weekend. This has just been one of the hardest years of my entire life. But gotta hang in there. Yeah, nothing's coming in. Nothing's coming in. I have DoorDash and Uber Eats running for like the past 20 minutes or so, and just nothing's happening, so. That's what's going on. I think I'm gonna start heading home. I'm still here. I'm just so tired. I'm enjoying just sitting here in the parking lot, actually, and just hoping for one last amazing order or something. But what I wanted to mention was that after I delivered the crumble cookies, I forget what town that was in, but it was pretty far. But I delivered those 2 crumble cookies, and there was a quick check there. So I stopped at that quick check because I needed gas, and I remembered I had the one last gift card for quick check gasoline, and the first one I used had $25 on it, and I didn't know how much money. Let me see what this is. No, that was a garbage order. So anyway, these guys are going into Five Guys and they're closing in like 11 minutes. So anyway, after I dropped off those 2 crumble cookies and I went to, there was a quick check on the way back to Route 80. And I remembered I had that gift card for gas, but I didn't know how much money was on it. And this super nice gas station attendant named Walter was helping me. Very sweet kid. And I got out of the car and I explained I had a gift card, but I didn't know how much money was on it. So he said, no problem. Do you want me to just use up all of it? And I said, sure. Because I was down to less than a quarter of a tank. So he scanned it, and then when the pump reached $10 worth, it shut off because, as it turns out, the second card, unlike the first card, which had $25, the second card only had 10. But I needed a full tank of gas. So he asked me what I wanted to do, and I said, just keep on filling it up and I'll pay the balance, with one of my other cards. So I used my DoorDash earnings on my DoorDash Crimson card to pay the balance of the gas, which was only $13.75, but still that ate into quite a chunk off of my earnings this evening. So it's just this one step forward, 2 steps back. It feels like just constantly. Let me see what this is. Yeah, I'm exhausted and I'm gonna head home now with these young kids fooling around like older teenagers, I guess. Late teens, early 20s. The innocence of youth. Or the non-innocence, whatever it is, it's lovely. All right, I'm gonna go home because I need to take some Advil and let's say hi to Francis. Let's go home.